Hey guys, summer is fast approaching, which means for a lot of you, you're in exam season right now. So for all of you studying your little hearts out, best of luck on your exams. Go get those brain gains. But in the meantime, today I wanted to bring you my top 7 tips to get you your best summer body. I know that most of us, including me, when you're by the pool or on the beach, you want to look good, you want to feel good, and so these tips are designed to help you do just that. But I do want to acknowledge that yes, everybody is bikini body ready. Like you have a body, you stick a bikini on it, boom, bikini body. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to change your physical appearance to be beach ready. But these tips are designed to just give you a little extra boost to help you just look a little bit better, feel a little bit more confident if that's something that you're interested in. So if you're excited to look and feel fantastic this summer, please give this video a big thumbs up and make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. Not to start this video off with a bad news truth bomb, but I feel like this is kind of important to say up front, and that is that since summer is literally right around the corner, where you are with your physique right now is kind of where you're gonna be for summer. Like, you could conceivably lose a few pounds, but you're probably not gonna be able to gain much muscle because it takes quite a long time to gain muscle. So if you're trying to like double the size of your booty before summer, probably not gonna happen. Also, if you wanted to be like 30 pounds leaner by summer, I highly recommend you don't attempt doing that for reasons that I will explain as I go through my tips. Instead, right now is the time to embrace your body and just make the most out of what you have. So these tips that I'm gonna give you are designed to help you just add a little bit of glow, a little bit of extra radiance, a little bit of extra oomph that's gonna give you just that little step up in your appearance to give you a little bit more confidence. So these tips are all centered around the idea of improving your health to give you more immediate and noticeable aesthetic changes, because health is radiant. Like when you are healthy, it radiates through your body and other people can see it. You can see it in your eyes, in your hair, in your skin, in your facial expression, in your posture, in just generally the way that you present yourself. And all of that works together to make you more physically attractive. So with that being said, tip number 1 to achieving your best summer body for this summer is to be consistent with exercise and with movement. And it does not have to be intense exercise at all. If you're someone who's already like in the gym 6 days a week going hard and you love it, great. Keep doing that. But if you're someone who has not been exercising consistently, you will notice major changes in just how your skin looks, how your hair looks, how your mood and your energy are, etc. if you start developing a really consistent exercise routine. And this could be as simple as doing like 20 minutes of yoga in the morning and then going for a 20-minute walk after work. Just light activity to get your body moving. And I know I said that these tips were not about losing weight or building muscle, and exercise does help you lose weight and build muscle, but there are so many other aesthetic benefits that you can get just from exercising regularly. One of the biggest is in your skin. When you exercise and get your heart rate up a little bit, your blood starts flowing more, and this actually opens up little tiny arteries in your face and in the rest of your skin that actually allow more nutrients to be delivered because more blood is getting to the surface of your skin, which really helps with repairing any damage that you have in your skin and just generally helping your skin appear more glowy and radiant. The delivery of the nutrients to your skin also helps ramp up the production of collagen, which is great for your skin. And since hopefully you'll be sweating a little as you exercise, it's kind of like a mini facial because it actually like helps detox your skin and push all of the junk out of your skin through your sweat. That's a really gross mental image now that I think of it, but you get the picture. And speaking of exercise detoxing your skin, exercise is actually pretty much the #1 way to detox your body as well, other than like a medical detox that you would need if you actually like overdosed on something. That's a separate topic. If you just want like a general body detox, exercise is the best way to do it because it does get your blood flowing, it gets things moving, and it allows your body to function more efficiently. Regular exercise can also help reduce water retention, so if you're storing any water anywhere, it'll help kind of get rid of that and you'll naturally appear leaner. It also helps with digestion, which can help reduce bloating. So if you are bloated at all, exercise is a great way to help your body work through that. And so, yeah, I mean, anyone who's been bloated knows that you look a lot different when you're bloated than when you're not bloated. So if you could get rid of the bloating, you'll probably be a little bit more confident in that swimsuit on the beach. You know what I'm saying? Exercise is also one of the best effective natural mood boosters. If you're kind of feeling more lethargic, not feeling super energetic or excited, you're going to project that, and that is what people will perceive. Whereas if you're exercising more regularly and you have more energy, you just generally feel better, feel happier, that is what you'll project, and that is what people will perceive. So if you want people to see the happier, excited you, regular exercise may help. Tip number 2 is to stick to a mostly whole foods based diet, and this includes reducing your sugar intake as well as eliminating foods that you're intolerant to. So if you're intolerant to dairy, gluten, etc., get rid of those. Your nutrition can impact like how you physically look so much more than whether or not you're gaining fat or building muscle. The first big way that it can impact how you look is what we talked about in exercise as well, and that is water retention and bloating. If you're eating a diet that is full of processed foods, really high in sugar, full of stuff that you're intolerant to, your body is going to be inflamed, so it's going to be storing a lot of water, and you're also probably going to be pretty darn bloated. And not only is this physically less ideal, but it's also physically uncomfortable. Like, I don't know about you, but if there are a few days where I just haven't eaten quite right and my body is clearly not happy about it, I not only look like a little bit more not good, but I also feel just generally kind of gross, and I think that definitely projects as well. So like just in the way that I sit, in how I speak to people, and how I carry myself, it definitely changes based on how I'm physically feeling inside. And so if you are eating in a way that is causing your body to respond like that, it's not only, gonna make you a little bit puffier, but it's also going to impact just how you present yourself and how you feel. And the second big way that nutrition can impact your physical appearance is in your general radiance. It affects how your skin glows, how bright your eyes are, how thick and luscious your hair is, how strong your nails are, etc. The phrase, "you are what you eat," is 100% true. Your body builds itself on what you put in it. That is all that it has to build itself. So if you are giving your body a bunch of lower quality, more highly processed, refined foods, those are the building blocks that it's using to rebuild your body. And those building blocks are not as high quality as ones that come from nutrient-dense, vitamin-packed, protein-rich foods. If you aren't eating enough protein, your body isn't going to have the amino acids that it needs to make collagen, which is key in keeping your skin strong and more elastic. If you aren't getting enough vitamins and minerals from fruits and vegetables, then your body's not going to have what it needs to give you that look of health that healthy people have. My next tip is, please, for the love of all things fruit and vegetable, do not crash diet and attempt to lose a ton of weight by summer. Just don't do it. Now is the time where, if you have the last 5 pounds to lose, go for it. If you're trying to lose 30, 40, 50 plus pounds by summer, stop. Don't. Bad idea. Now there are a ton of reasons to avoid this for your short-term and long-term health. That could take me like an hour to get through all of it, so I'll try to keep it short. But the first one is that if you try to crash diet and lose a ton of weight real quick, you will feel like absolute butt. You'll feel fatigued and weak and unhappy and hangry and just generally not great. Yeah, maybe you'll get short-term results and like how you look in pictures better, but when you look back on those pictures, You're just gonna remember how bad you felt the entire time. If you hardcore crash diet, even if you manage to lose a significant chunk of weight, it will still have a lot of negative consequences for your physical appearance. Some of which being you're gonna look extremely fatigued, you're going to look very malnourished, your skin will probably look a lot more gray and have a lot less color than it did before you crash dieted, let alone like how good it could look if you just focused on eating a nutrient-dense diet. It is highly unlikely that you will come out of a crash diet with your body in a healthy place. And as I said at the beginning of this video, health is radiant. Malnourishment sucks that radiance away like that. I can't snap, but you know what I'm... There we go. I did it. Look at me go. Just please, no crash dieting, okay? No juice cleanses, no detoxes, none of that. I want you all to promise me down in the comments that you're not gonna crash diet. Thank you. With that out of the way, my next tip is one that's kind of fun to achieve because it feels real good, and that is get enough sleep. Now, I have made a ton of videos about sleep. My most recent video, which was my full nighttime routine to help you achieve the best sleep of your life, is a really good go-to video if you want to learn more about how sleep impacts your overall health and how it can drastically change everything. So since I've talked about it so extensively, I'll just link that here, down there. You can go check out all my videos about sleep. I'll put them all down there if you want to. But today I just want to talk about how sleep is going to immediately affect your physical appearance. I feel like this one's not too hard to understand because we've pretty much all had a time when we got a really bad night of sleep and then woke up and just it looked like trash. You know, you wake up with huge bags under your eyes. You have a wrinkle on your forehead that wasn't there before. There's always that one little chunk of hair that will not cooperate. You may even wake up more bloated because your body hasn't had the time to go through its whole repair, recovery, digest process, and so your body's still kind of like trying to work on stuff, and it's a mess. This idea of needing beauty sleep has even been confirmed in studies. Again, not sure how I feel about scientific studies evaluating subjective beauty, but it has indeed been studied. In one study, subjects were subject to like 30 hours of like staying awake, so they couldn't sleep for 30 hours, and then they were evaluated for different physical appearance factors. And the sleep-deprived people were consistently found to look more fatigued for obvious reasons, but also less attractive, more sad, and less healthy than people that got a full night's sleep. And that's just short-term sleep deprivation. In another study, they looked at more long-term sleep deprivation, where they deprived a group of people for sleep over a few weeks, and then they evaluated them for attractiveness. And again, consistently, they were found to be less attractive than people who got full night's sleep consistently for those weeks. So seriously, get your beauty sleep. It will help. Tip number 5 is to work on managing your stress, which I know for all of you who are going through exams right now sounds impossible. I know, I've been there. It sucks. To you guys, I would just say do the best you can. Obviously, you're going to be stressed during exams week. Like, don't stress about being stressed and add to your stress. There are 3 main ways in which stress can negatively impact your physical appearance. First is through how it expresses itself through your body in your posture. So, you know, if you tend to be stressed, stress also kind of just generally puts you in a bad mood. You might have more tense shoulders, you might be hunched over a little bit more, you might look at the ground a little bit more, and I mean, objectively, this is a lot, you know, it doesn't look the best compared to if you let that stress go, you let your body open up, and you just stand more tall and more confident. That appears a lot more physically attractive. Or maybe you prefer me this way. I don't know. Next, since chronic stress elevates cortisol levels, this is going to negatively impact your sleep quality. We just talked about how sleep can affect physical appearance, so I won't repeat all that for you, but just know that if you're super stressed, you're not only gonna get probably the bad posture, but all of the negative effects of bad sleep as well. And lastly, chronic stress shifts your body from being mostly in a parasympathetic state, which is the rest and digest state that your body should be in most of the time, to mostly being in a sympathetic state, which is the fight or flight response that your body really shouldn't be in all of the time. And this has many negative consequences. I will link my video all about how stress can impact your body over here and tips for reducing stress. But one of the biggest things that it will affect as far as your appearance goes is that this can negatively affect your digestion. When you are in the fight or flight state, your body is not able to digest things very well because it's prioritizing other bodily functions. And so this is going to lead to looking more bloated. It also is going to reduce the number of nutrients that your body is able to absorb from the food, so you won't get quite the amount of the benefit that you would get from fruits and vegetables if you weren't chronically stressed. Tip number 6 is one that some of you probably won't like to hear, but if you don't want to hear it, it means that you probably should hear it. And that is to basically cut out alcohol, and also, this is the part that people aren't gonna like too much, cut back on caffeine. I feel like the alcohol one is pretty obvious. Like, alcohol is literal poison for your body. I'm not saying you should never drink ever. Like, I do drink occasionally, but it's really, like, not good for you. It has basically 0 redeeming qualities. So if you can eliminate alcohol, especially if you're trying to look your best, is probably a good move. Alcohol majorly dehydrates your body. It can also cause bloating. It's bad news bears for people that are trying to look in tip-top shape. Caffeine also dehydrates you, and for a lot of people can be bad for your digestion. So overall, like, if you're really trying to up your game for how you look, maybe don't have 4 cups of coffee a day, you know, cut it back to like 1 or 2. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of dehydration though, it is important to stay hydrated. Make sure you're drinking enough water. Keep a water bottle with you. Drink water, not alcohol and coffee. Tip number 7 is to completely disregard everything that I have said so far and not worry about how you look. Okay, don't disregard everything that I said because it is still like useful advice, but the best thing that you can do to feel confident and fantastic in your own body this summer is to work on loving your body. Like, having clear, glowing skin and less bloating is all great if you're trying to look better, but if you don't have those things and you aren't where you want to be physically, if you are confident in yourself and love your body and project that, that is what will stand out, and that is what people will see. And so if you project the idea that you are worthy of love because you love yourself, people will pick up on that. And that is what they will get when they look at you. On the flip side, you could already have your ideal body, but if you have 0 self-confidence and you don't feel good in your own skin, that will be reflected in your posture, in your facial expression, in how you interact with people, and that will negatively reflect on your appearance, even though you have like your ideal body. So the whole thing where if you have a body and you put a bikini on it, boom, you have a bikini body, it's not really practical advice, but it is very solid advice. Since I did just recently make a video on what it means to have a good relationship with your body, I am planning on making a video about how to improve and work on your relationship with your body very soon. So if this is something that you struggle with, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss that video. Regardless of how you look or how you feel about how you look, I hope you don't let that stand in your way this summer. You still go on some amazing adventures, explore the world, meet some cool people, enjoy life, embrace the journey. Hopefully that video will be out in just a few weeks, but I will tell you that my next video is all about the rough meal plan that I am following in order to get the most fit for summer, with some examples of my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, etc. So make sure you stay tuned for that. In the meantime, if you did like this video, please do give it a big thumbs up because it really does support me and my channel, and I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or additional tips to add, leave them down in the comments below. We can all have a little discussion. Feel free to share this video with your friends, your family, your neighbors, anyone you're hanging out with this summer. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to see more videos, notification button if you want to be notified about future videos. And in the meantime, if you want to check out more of my videos about health and fitness, how to get fit, feel great, you can check those out over here. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye.